Alright, hello everybody, welcome to Choboran versus Mr.Light. Choboran won the toss, chose to kick. Choboran with a Skaven, Mr.Light with Dwarfs. Choboran has got a very strange Skaven build. He qualified through Ligue Francaise De BB and has only played 2 games of Champs Ladder in his life. Mr.Light qualified through the Beantown League and is one of the 13 players in the World Cup with a win rate of over 70% in Champs Ladder. He's played over 230 games in Champs, 73.7% win rate. So, coming in, he was the favourite for sure on that. And teams-wise, I think he's a big favourite as well. He's just gone 4 guard. Nothing fancy, 4 guard. I really like that. I really like that build, just 4 guard. You know, you don't really need a mighty blow guy, and you don't really need a block on your ball carrier. So just going max guard, I'm down with that. I think that's good. Only got 1 armor 8 troll slayer. You know, frenzy, bit of a double-edged sword. So I really like his build. And conversely, I really don't like Choboran's build because he's only got 3 gutters. He's starting with 2 of them on the pitch here. 1's in reserve. 2 gutters. That to me is insanity. 14 players, and he's got the Apo and 3 rerolls. They both got a reroll off the kick. To me, it's just, I don't know. Also could foul. That's why I wanted that many. That's why I wanted that many players. I think benching a gutter isn't so bad against Dwarves because they have got a lot of strength and stuff. But yeah, I think 3 gutters and then benching 1 is, I don't like it. I would have rather gone 13 players and had, you know, upgrade 1 lineman to a gutter and 1 to a thrower, and then you've got strength 3 sure hands against war dancers. I think it's a crazy build. I really don't like the build. But you know, maybe your Chobo can do it. Who knows? I can't update the challenge button trader, no. But I have updated my screen. I've got an image for the stream that has the current state of play. It is 2.5 hours to my game, yes. Which good, yeah. 2.5 hours to my game. I thought there's 1 game he hasn't done yet, but okay. Yeah, it's only VGP can update it. I don't know. I could ask him if he could give like access to me, and then I could update it as well. Yeah, I did cast the second half of this live. I'm not uploading it to YouTube, but I did cast the first half of this live. I was whispering because it was really late and I missed the first half, so I thought, you know, replay the whole match. And I can't remember who it was, but somebody in chat was like saying old Chobo and stuff. And there was lots of jokes about, because none of us knew who Chobo was, and now that I've got access to the information about how people are qualified, knowing that he's qualified from a French league and must only play in leagues, only played 2 games of Chancellor, that's why we haven't heard of him. I think he did quite a decent job actually of playing conservatively, you know, just maximising blocks he was making and stuff. He played all right from what I saw in the second half, but yeah, that's where the whole old Chobo comes from. I will be streaming my game, The Bunny, but I won't be talking or anything. I will just be trying my hardest to win. There was no coach's questionnaire. That was only for the invitation. It would have been good if all 64 players had done a coach's questionnaire, wouldn't it? That would have been really good. I would have really liked that. But obviously, Cyanide are only live casting the semi. That's a risky, isn't it? That's a risky. Giving him up. He's got a 1 dice on the ball here, hasn't he? One dice there for a push, and he's got a 1D on the ball. Wow, that was risky business from Mr.Light. But if I know anything about old Chobo, he doesn't go for 1 dices on the ball. Oh man, I think I would have gone for that just because Skaven are a bit crap. I think I would have gone for any kind of silly chance like that. His gutter was right there as well. The rain kind of hurts him because obviously the turnover is much less likely. But he is just maximising blocks, you know. You can't fault him for it. Can't fault someone for playing conservatively, maximising blocks that they're making and minimising blocks that they're taking. It's certainly understandable in playing conservatively like this, but I think maybe I would have been a little more aggressive, just thinking, you know, Skaven are a bit shit. He could have 1 dice the guard, and then he could have 1 dice the ball. What's my best advice for new aspiring coaches who dream? Dream of going big like me. Definitely buy lots of doner kebabs and eat them, and then you'll be big just like me. That's good as well, Cornhole Savant. Yeah. 5+ dodge, fair enough, get away from the sideline. He's not scared of getting Kaz with armor 9. And he's got the reserve even if he does. I would say don't roll 1s and win the coin toss. They're 2 key skills for Blood Bowl there. Yeah, basically Chobo's just all about maximising blocks. And maybe played a bit too conservatively. Definitely later on. Very good, Shawnee. Very good. Do you remember when Rust used to play, and people would berate Americans for being terrible? He's fouling here, isn't he? That's I mean, you know, he hasn't got a bribe, but Chobo don't care. He's got the reserves, I guess, so he's thinking, but I don't know, I think against a thick skull, I think the fact that he's got this propensity for fouling, it was a really tough matchup for him because, you know, fouling against Dwarfs is really trash. Yeah, Legion League, classic. Yeah, that's the thing, you know, like, it was a bit risky. He would have had to 1 dice the guard, then 1 dice the ball, but I just think that was better than this. His alternative is to just ground down and eat. You know, if he was Wood Elves here, he would have the leap 1 dice option always available. But Skaven just, they can't manufacture something, can they? I think he should have not allowed a huge cage in his own half just to make some blocks. And like, you know, making blocks is good, to be fair, but there's got to be a bit of a limit, hasn't he? Let him get forward too far too easily there. When you think that was turn 5, if he had just got in the way, he might have stopped the score here, but now it's looking like he's not going to. Yeah, everyone went around the back. He was just maximising blocks and making safe blocks and stuff. Basically, if Fash had entered the World Cup with a 14 Skaven team with only 3 gutters, this is how he'd play. he's kind of going ultra conservative and ultra safe, and I just don't think it's what's needed in this matchup. Really. Yeah, I like the Dwarves just taking 4 guard. It's I believe what I did in my World Cup testing for Dwarves. It was just 4 guard. Yeah, I guess it would. I wish I was like an admin for it, because then I could you know, find everything out and I could tell you all what it all is. But the death roll, I like the death roller build even. I really do like the death roller build. As stupid as that sounds, I really do like it. Powers through the human teams. I had 0 death rolls. I didn't even think of it. It's not as if I thought about I didn't think of the death roller build and then wrote it off. I just didn't even consider it. But I do think the death roller build is good, because how much value do they get from this reserve? Not a lot. How much value do they get from the extra reroll or the apple? Not a lot. So I really would like it. Got a cheeky cast, but he appled it. Fair enough. It was a garter. Rolls a 1. But you see, Chobo, he just likes making blocks. At the end of the day. Chobo he just makes his blocks. He will block you, and that's it. I did say that, I did say that, but I know you can, but I'm not. I'm just saying I shouldn't have written it off. I never considered the death roller. But also, I don't think you should write it off. I don't think you should write off taking a death roller. Like, I don't think it should be written off as laughable. Even though I did write it off as laughable. Also, although I did say I would never ever get... I mean, I never would get a death roller, which go. That doesn't mean that it's a bad decision to take one. But when VGP asked me who I wouldn't want in the first round, I said the death roller Dwarves. So, you know... I'd get one as a... Yeah, fair enough, Shawnee. But I just don't think Dwarves get that much. You know, if Wood Elves could have 12 players and an apple and 3 rerolls, they would be fucking outrageous, wouldn't they? But Dwarves just don't get that much value from the 12th player in the apple. They really don't. But there you go. God no, because the beast is good against Owl. But yeah, I understand with that because it gives you protection from Kaz, and I know anyone can rando Kaz a dwarf, and I know dwarves don't like being down players, but I shouldn't have written off the death roller as being terrible, because I do think it's nowhere near as bad as I thought it was. You know, I would have never considered it ever. But now that it's been taken and it's got it in my head, I don't think it's a bad choice, really. You know? I really don't think it's that bad a choice. If you'd had a death roller, Shawnee, maybe you'd have beaten the living shit out of him. You know, and then you would have definitely had full guard. You wouldn't have needed Mighty Blow on your troll, so if you'd taken a death roller, so you'd have had more guard on your team, and you'd have been 3-dicing in with Mighty Blow every single turn. I really don't think it is terrible. I really don't think it's terrible. Wolfpack. There you go. Yeah, I nearly won Champs Ladder with Dwarves, trip errors. So yeah. I'd take it as an inducement in Champs Ladder and stuff like that. But I wouldn't ever consider. I would never roster a death roller. I personally would never roster a death roller, but that doesn't mean that it's just a terrible choice. I really don't think it's a terrible choice. Good apple there, wasn't it? Stopping his Storm Vermin dying, and turn it grind for Mr.Light. But old Chobo's got the chance of the one turner here. Obviously a bit shit, the rain really hurts him for this. I've really got no... and Death Zone. I've got no idea Cornhole Savant. I've got no idea who the best American coach is. Really no idea. Probably someone who I don't know is American. I don't know. Russ Lowe. There you go. He's the one who I know is American. Stringer Bell's American, isn't he? He's quite good. I don't know if anyone's American on Fumble. Jack Daniels might be American on Fumble. I don't know. I just really don't know who's American. Right, to blitz. Yeah, you could dodge through there. High kick. Yeah, you could dodge through there and then run around and then come in there and hit there. It's either do that or do a one dice blitz and use the hole. He does an uphill and uses the hole, which yeah, maybe doing a dodge is there, but then you still have to do an uphill, so no, I think that's fair enough. Use the hole and hope for the extra push. I think he should have got the ball to the like a 5+ handoff. I think he should have done that when he was on the LOS, because if this had been a push, he'd be in 3 tackle zones. And sure, he could have cleared it, but I just think he should have got the ball to him first. And then he rolls a 1 on the 5+ catch. So no dice, no one turn for the Skaven. I mean, it was proper hard. The guard was a pretty good defense against the one turner, wasn't it? And then obviously the rain was a defense against it as well. But you know, not the worst half for the Skaven really. They've taken, although they've used their apple, but they've taken no damage. But then, you know, they went with an underpowered team for a bench, and they haven't had to use it. And the Dwarves have used their apple as well, benching the runner. I quite like that, to make sure you've got a runner for overtime if it gets there. I like benching the runner on defense. Oh dear. Canadians don't. I really don't know the nationality of every coach. No. So, it sure does appear that Mr.Light's from Quebec, yeah.
Hello.
Hello, RNG God. Thank you very much for the bits. Hello. Yeah, his team name suggests that he's from Quebec. Yeah, I think. Yeah, you can argue that they wouldn't, but I mean, I would take a Rogue if I'd gone Skaven. To me, that would be the reason to take them rather than taking, you know, Wood Elves or Pro Elves. Pro Elves. See, Pro Elves in this format just seem better than Skaven, don't they? Because all of the guys have +1 agility. All of the linemen have +1 agility, and then they've got blodge step guard and stuff. This seems more useful than, obviously they've got broken movement 9 guys, but they don't get mutations or plus movement. So the gutter runners don't become completely busted like they do in progression. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 25. You could try. You could try different values. I honestly don't know what the minimum is. It could be 25 or it could be 50. Not sure.
Test.
Thanks, Epiphany.
Niece, try baiting me. Oh wait.
Thanks, RNG God. I think the minimum is 2,000 bits. Why doesn't someone try? Only joking. Isn't it funny that she says niece? Like, this woman just can't even say real words. But then she did the made up dinosaurs, no problem. That was so crazy.
Chobo is 10 times TH.
Chobo is 10 times TH. He certainly is, Shawnee.
Holy shit. I've been paying you way too much money, Jimmy. Or is there a rule just for me? We all live in Nice.
Thanks, RNG. Thanks, Tony. Thanks, Shawnee. Yeah, if you do the gym cheer things, then it takes up the thing, unfortunately. Yeah, Proel seem a much better choice than Skaven in this, I think. Just because, especially if you're only taking three gutters. You know, Bloodstep, Guard. It's pretty good, isn't it? And the catches. And the blitzers. Yeah, that's the way the world is now, isn't it, Treparis? You know, if something isn't the best, it's shit. That's how people talk about things, isn't it? And you know, if it's kind of true at the end of the day. You know, the teams are. That's kind of how it works.
I wonder if I can get bot to say nice correctly. Nice, possibly.
Thanks, Tony.
Sorry about that, I was finding it hard to break the news to you. Chobo is 10 times the man you are.
Thanks, Sean. Yeah, I know what Chobo is. He proved it back in Nam. Yeah, isn't that weird, Tony? I don't know why it was that. Yeah, but it wasn't capitalised the first time. I would have understood if it was capitalised, but it must have some weird context thing that doesn't get it right all the time. Oh dear. So yeah, this is the thing, like, Chobo's just making all the block. I didn't like this block. What I would have done is I would have got the gutter in here, 2D'd him, then 2D'd him, and then 2D'd that guy, 2D'd that guy last.
Nice.
It was at the start of the sentence. Great analysis of the replay. Yeah, there's not a lot much to be saying, is there? Look, Mr.Light, I've been distracted by chat. Mr.Light has kind of stood off, trying to stop progression. Me old mucker Chobo is just making some blocks. Nice. That was a nice block. Kaz is the gutter runner there. One of three. Kaz is 33% of the good players on his team without one block. But yeah, you know, they're both kind of playing kind of safe, you know, solid Blood Bowl, aren't they? Thanks, RNG. That was nice. It was good timing at least.
Nice is a lovely place this time of year.
Thanks, RNG. God, is it really? What was the first sentence that she said, Nice? Nice try baiting me, wasn't it? That's what it was. Nice try baiting me. Why does that make any sense to be saying Nice? So I quite like this little move here, got him forward. What I didn't like, however, was this basing. I think you should have just screened it. You know, you'd have had a full screen there around the ball. But this basing meant you could 2D him, then 2D him, and then get through. But
Nice try baiting me, oh wait.
Thanks, Andrew, God. And then he did this one dice and got him.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead.
Thanks, Johnny.
What other words does the bot have trouble saying? I know it hates Shawnee and Sorai.
Yeah, I don't know. Thanks, guys.
Now that the party is jumping with the bass kicked in, the fingers are pumping quick to the point, no faking. I'm cooking MCs like a pound of bacon, burning them if they're not quick and nimble. I go crazy when I hear a cymbal and a hi-hat with a souped up tempo. I'm on a roll.
Right, thanks, Cornhole Savant. Right, so I understand
what did I
the dodge
start? I
there.
am so sorry.
I understand the dodge there, because if he hadn't made the dodge, like, I don't think I would have tried the dodge, because I would have saved my reroll for overtime. But he had to go for the dodge, otherwise the Skaven have got an easy 2 turns of stalling here, and it's going to be really hard for the Dwarfs to score back. So there was certainly a big payoff for dodging, but the thing is, even if he had dodged away, he'd have just got blitzed, and no, I don't think it would have made that much difference. But I can see why he did the dodge away, but it looks pretty easy to get a couple of turns of stall out of this, doesn't it? Shut up, gun is a good example. Alright, Durun versus Dana. Oh man, tell us later, Durun, please. Tell us after this match and then I'll update the sheet.
Lots of sentences don't start with a noun, and shut up, cunt, is a good example.
Thanks, Tony. Yeah, Jim Shard. She couldn't say Jim Sad, could she?
Fuck's
She said
sake,
Jim
Tony.
Shard. Yeah.
Stop being shit.
Oh dear. Say his game's on Sunday. I didn't even know he'd scheduled this. Oh man, it's all kicking off now, isn't it? All the games are getting scheduled. I need to have a bit of a break before my game. So what I'll do is I'll do some things. Upload another game after this, and then do some editing and that, and then probably just take a break. And it'll be the big match in a couple of hours' time. For fuck's sake, Tony, stop being shit. Yeah, that was a good one, wasn't it? Yeah, loads of games today. Yeah, it's really pretty hectic. It's all kicking off, isn't it? The World Cup. But I should get all of the editing and uploading done for these games. Yesterday's games today, and I'm gonna have to do all the replays and play my own game and do everything. Or there's gonna be a lot of streaming from 5:30 onwards. day for me, 2 hours. So yeah, he can put a bit of pressure on here, and I like how he does it as well. He does it obviously glorious.
Hype for your match, I believe in you. Stay fantastic.
Oh wow, 1,000 bits. Thank you very much, the bunny. Glorious. I really liked how he put the pressure on in a good way. You know, in a 73% win rate way. In that he could, you know, some people would overcommit over there. He's put it so he can reach either side, so he can't outrun him.
Idrun my drauga lenrina.
What does that even? What even is that? But thanks, Epiphany. For fuck's sake, Tony! Stop being shit! It could have been 40 funny sentences, but I'm glad it wasn't, so thank you very much. Oh man.
The Boonie, did you not know you don't have to use all your bits at once to talk to Jimmy? You can spread them out a quarter at a time.
The Boonie. That might be right, I don't know. But there you go. So a 2-turn chance for Mr.Light, but a 2-turn with Dwarves in the rain is pretty tricky, isn't it? Maybe I should up the limit now. This is getting a bit silly, isn't it? Only 25 centres. I don't like how far back Chobo's gone here, because he's just letting him get set up quite close. I would have gone further forward in like kind of a line, just to stop him breaking through. But he's like got a bit of a hole. He's letting him get so far forward. I would have probably tried to stop him getting far forward.
Now we just have to work out why the bot can pronounce Idrun my drauga lenrina but not Jim Shard.
Yeah. Yeah, he had 2 reserves. He could have even have just not fielded the gutters in case of a thrown rock. Or he could have set up closer in case of a blitz. But I don't like what he's done there, to be honest. I guess this way keeps most of them free to react.
Don't fucking up the limit, you fucking cunt. Cunt of beast, cunt, 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 Jim Shard, Jim Shard, Jim Shard, Jim Shard.
Thanks. Thanks. Yeah, the good thing is that by setting this far back up is that it guarantees his guys are free to move and make a screen. But I don't know.
I'm just trying to support my fave BB player. All my bits are not gone, don't worry. And it's pronounced bunny.
Glorious, thank you very much, the bunny. Wowee! Wowee! Another 1,000 bits. Thank you very much. Don't know what to say about that, but thank you very, very much. That's all I can say. I don't like this defense here from Chobo, and neither will you. When you see what he does. This was I'm not saying it was the poorest defense he could have made, but it's one of them.
Jim, remember today in your darkest moment during the game that I will be watching me stream 100% ass naked.
Ass naked. This position here is horrible. He should have been here. Minimum.
Rock hard today.
This is just really horrible because the guy tagging this guy is good, but he has to stop the dwarf being able to go diagonally, right? And he doesn't. So what he's got there is he's got the guard in. He makes the handoff. I mean, he's got to get lucky to make the GFI and the handoff, to be fair. 4+ for the handoff. And
it's getting expensive to stay number 1. Please stop cheering, everyone. Not bait.
But then when he gets the POW, like he does. It's just a 3+2+ to score.
Bernie, you making Jimmy rock hard today. Just
that
like
was just
VGP's cock.
A horrible mistake by Chobo. I don't know if he was thinking about that time in '98 when he got alcohol poisoning, but for some reason his mind wasn't focused there, and old Chobo let himself down trying to stop that. And then we've got the crucial overtime toss, and it's won by the Blood Bowl Quebec crew, Mr.Light. So, pretty much that's pretty much the nail in the coffin for the Skaven. I mean, he's still got a full 11, but I would have thought whoever wins the toss is very likely to win. So yeah, looking good for Mr. Light now.
Sorry for ruining your World Cup broadcast. It was very nice.
Thanks, Epiphany. Wow, she got it right there. Wow, RNG got 1250. I didn't even see that. Sorry, because I was focusing on the thing, on the game. That's it. The game that I'm meant to be. Doing. So thank you very much, RNG God. Sorry for not noticing that. Please stop cheating everyone. Thanks very much. Oh my God, 100 should have VGP. Yeah, you can have like gifts play when people give bits. So I could have like a picture of Kelly Brook or something when people give bits. VGP's card. Thanks, Tony.
Look here, RNG_got. I'm trying to derail this cast hard.
Thanks, buddy. Oh, man. And into a dumpster fire. Oh dear, it has. Thank you very much anyway, everybody. Oh dear.
Might as well give up on the replay analysis and record it later, Jimmy. This has turned into a dumpster fire. Sorry, forgot the other E.
Sorry! She can't even say sorry.
Fuck the cast. Tony, how is your rocket car career progressing?
It will be on YouTube, yeah, for sure. Well done, Tony. Yeah, so again, Chobo is just playing conservative. He's no Brexiteer. He's very conservative. He's gone really far back there. I don't like that I didn't at the time. I didn't like this that he gave him the progression here. But
I'm the best bronze one player ever, if that is a thing.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty cool move. At first I didn't like it, but then I thought I actually do like it.
What are you doing there? What are you doing?
The plural of Saurus is sorry.
And it worked. Yeah, although it gave him an easy progression, it forces him to deal with these three guys who are on the ground, and also there's a guard here completely taken out of the game, which he could dodge away, and then he can get into the game. But the guard guy is still stranded. So it actually, although it looked like a bad move, given him this easy progression, I think it was actually an inspired move by Chobo. Just like in '94. I don't think Choboran really played that weird. I just think he played, safe Blood Bowl, conservative, maximising blocks kind of play. I think the team build is very weird.
What a glorious stream. We fuck with Jimmy, and like a little trooper he tries to carry on with serious analysis.
Yep. Yep, that's me. Yeah, he could have gone for like a 6+ in here. I don't think that was the play. He should have followed here, so at least give himself the option to stay.
This is why we day drink.
Oh dear, thanks. Yeah, exactly. Save Blood Bowl with Skaven. You know, maybe you should have chosen dwarves or orcs or humans. Humans maybe, then he would have had loads of guard and still had agility 3 for the most part. Humans I think would have suited him way more than Skaven. All that guard he could have taken, like, you know, loads of guard. I didn't like this block there. You know, gets the guard in amongst all his players. This is a bad turn here from Mr. Light. He did exactly not what I would have done. I would have blocked with a Troll Slayer here and blocked with this guy here to try and move back into the middle. What Mr. Light does is not that.
Something something Sage Jimmy something something.
Yeah, he blitzes there and then blocks there, and all of a sudden, by not blocking this guy, there's no way to get back the ball back into kind of a safe place, so he sideline cages, and this was the time for the Skaven to do something here. You either blitz him or him and put loads of pressure on, or you go for the surf. You could have run around with a gutter and tried a 5+ in for an uphill surf, or he could have tried a 6+ in for a 1 dice surf. But I think it was much safer to play like what he did.
Chobo is the best. Mr. Light is just a shit background character in Reservoir Dogs.
He is indeed. So once he's done that, I think he has to base up over here. I think, you know, get the Mighty Blow guy in there, and then he based here, and this could have been good because he could have gone 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he had to dodge that way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe he's going to double GFI to base him. I think he should have re-rolled that. If he double GFI'd and based him, and if he based him as well with a Mighty Blow guy, the Storm Vermin there, it would have been really hard for Mr. Light to have extricated himself. But as it was, he's just made it easy for Mr. Light to blitz him and then get back to the middle, which is where he wanted to be. So a huge missed opportunity there, I think, for Chobo. Yeah, the Mighty Blow, I think he should have tried to tag both of these guys for sure, or at least one of them. But he tagged neither, and it was just easy for Mr. Light to get back in the middle now. He's got a GFI to get in the cage, but guard on both corners. The guard on both corners doesn't really make that much odds because the prime way to dodge in is with the gutter runner anyway, who'd be able to keep him out again. Yeah, that's the schedule. That was meant to link to my calendar, but my calendar wasn't up to date. Now it is up to date, so that's okay. Yeah, he played super conservatively, super conservative. And now he could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blitz with a Skaven. This is about gutter run. This is about 24% to dodge in and uphill block. And then he would have had the other gutter ready to go out and collect it, maybe long bomb it to him.
Oh no, I clicked on the calendar and it has the result of this game.
Oh. Well, there you go. And yeah, so I think he maybe should have gone in to try and get, he could have come in this way because there was no tackle on these 3 players. So he could have come in from this square, he would have had the 5+ with the reroll to dodge in, and then an uphill block with block against no block. So I think he could have tried that play, that turn. But instead, he's making these GFIs to try and get... And I don't kind of hate this, because if Mr. Light goes for this, getting through here, he's not really fast enough, and he could have messed up a bit, but he doesn't. He just cages forward here. You would think taking it very safely. I expected Mr. Light to be totally safe at this point, but Mr. Light goes a bit crazy. And he gets forward with the cage based, and now it does get him 6 squares away. But I would have been tempted to stay 1 further back and keep the safe cage. And this is another huge opportunity now for Chobo. As it happens, he can dodge away this gutter runner for a 1 dice block here. And I know this isn't easy, okay? It's not easy. Could dodge away, 1 dice there, then 2 dice there, and if he gets a pow, he can dodge this guy away and 2 dice the ball, So there was a really good chance to 2 dice the ball there, and really good. And it was a 2+3+.
Mr. Light probably went crazy because he thought Mr. Pink sold him out to the police.
Thanks, Shawnee. So, I thought that was a huge opportunity there, and instead he just decided to do nothing really. Basing here with a few players just does nothing. Just easiest clears of Mr. Light's life here, clearing these 2 players. Just not even. It's not even anything. He's even making blocks he doesn't have to make first. No, he did have to. Yeah, he did have to make that. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough, he did have to make 1 of those blocks. But still. Easiest clears ever. Yeah, the Dwarves got quite beaten up in the second half, but it didn't really matter. They made some, but there you go, only 6 away, so it's a touchdown for Mr. Light. So yeah, I definitely think Chobo should have gone for it more there in the second half and overtime. I think he ultimately didn't. A lot of people say you should let your opponent roll the dice in this, and but there's times when you've got to take a bit of a chance, haven't you? And I think maybe Chobo let his chances slip away from him there. And there were loads of blocks on each side, so the Dwarves were a bit unlucky on the Kaz front. But again, Chobo was playing to maximise blocks all the times, and he did do a bit of fouling. So yeah, based the ball lost his turn. Yeah, he should have. I think he should have gone. There's a few times where he could have gone for it, and obviously, ultimately, I think he should have gone for it on some of those tries. But there you go. It's still no one's bad in this tournament. And obviously, some of the questionable players will have been because of nerves and what have you. So congrats to Mr. Light. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and stay fantastic.